Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is a follow-up of my previous video on machine learning. Today we are going to be talking about SMOTE. So if you have not watched my previous video on machine learning, kindly do so, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell to get instant notification once new video is being uploaded, and also give a thumbs up, and do not forget you can drop your comment in the comment section in case you need further clarification. So SMOTE means synthetic minority oversampling technique. SMOTE is a data pre-processing technique used to address the problem of class imbalance in datasets, which occurs when one class, typically the minority class, has significantly fewer samples compared to the other class, the majority class. SMOTE works by generating synthetic data points, also balancing the dataset. So when do we apply SMOTE? We apply SMOTE when we have class imbalance problem, or when the minority class is of importance. So before training a model, SMOTE is applied to the training data set before feeding it to the machine learning model. It is usually not applied to the test set to avoid data leakage. So why do we use SMOTE? We make use of SMOTE to improve model performance, also to reduce overfitting, then to address bias. So we are going to be moving to R right now to see how we can run this analysis in R. So here we have the various packages that you need to download and also install to your R and load them. So let's get started. So the first thing is to load our data using this code read.csv. Alright, so our data is saved as data diabetes with occupation gender. So let's load this in R. Alright, so the next thing is to inspect the structure of the data set. So we are having numerical as well as categorical variables here. So let's convert all the categorical variables to factors so that R can interpret them as categorical variables. So let's check for class imbalance in the target variable using the print table data $diabetes. So this is what we are having. The number of the minority here are the respondents with no, and the majority are the respondents with yes. So let's split the data set into training and testing sets. So we are going to use the set.seed. This set.seed, what it's just telling us is just to ensure that for every time we run the model, the same set of random variables are obtained. So that is what we are, that is why we are inputting this code here. So set the seed and index. Here we are going to create a data partition where we're going to be having, for the train, we're going to be having 80% from this code here, and the test will be 20%. You can adjust this as you fit. Now let us save the train data, the test data, and now let's apply SMOTE to handle class imbalance. So we have using the command Oversampling, and the target variable here is database. All right, so we are applying it on the train data, and so that is it. So after this, you click Ctrl Enter. So now we ensure levels are aligned after SMOTE. So we are using the command factor to do that. Right, so we just click Ctrl Enter here. If you need this code, you can as well reach out to me through the comment section, and I'll do well to send that to you. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is to check the class distribution after SMOTE. So let's look at the class distribution after SMOTE. So here we are having the number of no's now as 1038 and yes 564. So you see that SMOTE helps to focus on the minority class, creating a synthetic sample. So that is what we are having here. So now let us now train the model using rainforest model. So In our my previous video on machine learning, we looked at random forests, so random forest model. So we are going to be comparing the result we had from the random forest model in my previous video and this other one here to actually see the impacts of SMOTE on their various results. So we set seed and we train the model. All right, so now we generate predicted probabilities for the positive class. So let's do that, and after that, let's ensure that the levels of diabetes are aligned for ROC calculation. Okay, so let's do that now with this code. Now we can evaluate the model using confusion metric. Confusion metrics, we create a code for, we create a variable prediction, and before you do this, kindly ensure that your predictions are categorical. For example, for diabetes, we are having yes or no, so kindly ensure that they are categorical. So we go for the confusion matrix, and then we print the results. So this is the result of what we are having here. We are having the confusion matrix, statistics, the accuracy, and so on and so forth. We are going to be interpreting these results soonest and comparing with our previous results. So now let's calculate for the ROC curve. All right, so let's do so and print this result. So this is the area under the curve. So these are the results after applying SMOTE. So we are going to now go forward to now do a comparative analysis between before applying SMOTE and after applying SMOTE. This is the comparative analysis of results before and after. We should note that the result for before applying SMOTE was obtained from our previous video on machine learning. So if you have not watched that video, kindly do so, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, and click on that notification bell to get instant notification when new videos are uploaded. You can leave your comments on the comment section if you have need for further clarification. So let's get started. For accuracy, before SMOTE we're having 65.33%. After SMOTE we're having 58.79%. So while the accuracy was higher before applying SMOTE, accuracy alone is not a reliable indicator of model performance, especially with imbalance data. The accuracy improvement before SMOTE likely reflects the bias of the model towards the majority class. For sensitivity for before SMOTE was 5.09%. After SMOTE we're having 35.59%. The sensitivity improved significantly after applying SMOTE. Before SMOTE, the model was failing to correctly classify most instances of the minority class, only dictating about 5.09% of them. After applying SMOTE, the sensitivity increased to 35.59%, showing the model's improved ability to identify the minority class. So sensitivity focuses on the model's ability to identify minority class. Specificity, on the other hand, focuses on the model's ability to identify the majority class. So for before SMOTE we're having 90.71%, and after SMOTE we're having 68.59%. So specificity decreased after applying SMOTE. This is expected as SMOTE forces the model to pay more attention to the minority class, potentially at the expense of the majority class. The trade-off between sensitivity and specificity is typical in such scenarios. So for balanced accuracy, before SMOTE we're having 47.90%, and after SMOTE we're having 52.08%. So balanced accuracy improved after SMOTE, confirming that the model's performance across both classes is more equitable. This metric is particularly useful in evaluating imbalanced datasets. So the kappa statistic. For before SMOTE, we're having minus 0.0532, and for after SMOTE, we're having 0.0405. The kappa statistic improved slightly after applying SMOTE, indicating a marginal improvement in agreement between the predicted and actual classifications when accounting for the imbalanced dataset. However, the low values overall suggest poor model agreement. So for the area under the curve, for before SMOTE, we're having 47.9%, and after SMOTE, we're having 55.99%. So the area under the curve improved slightly after SMOTE. This indicates that the model is better at distinguishing between the two classes overall, though the area under the curve still suggests suboptimal performance. So for the Mark-Nema's test, we're having before SMOTE as the p-value there is less than 0.001, meaning there is a significance, and for after SMOTE the p-value is equal to 0.5808, saying that there is no significance. So the test's p-value indicates a significant difference in prediction patterns between classes before SMOTE, but after SMOTE, but not after SMOTE. So this suggests that SMOTE helps to balance prediction across classes, reducing bias. So conclusion: performance on imbalanced data. Before SMOTE, the model was heavily biased towards the majority class, resulting in extremely low sensitivity for the minority class despite high specificity and accuracy. For the effectiveness of SMOTE, applying SMOTE increased the model's sensitivity significantly, reduced the bias towards the majority class, and slightly improved balanced accuracy and area under the curve. However, this came at the cost of reduced specificity and overall accuracy. So what are the trade-offs? The trade-off between sensitivity and specificity is evident. The improvement in minority class detection is desirable when working with imbalanced datasets, especially if the minority class represents critical outcome. For example, diagnosing a disease. The overall model performance. Despite improvement after SMOTE, the model's area under the curve of 55.99% and the kappa statistic of 0.0405 suggests that further work is needed to improve the model. Techniques such as hyperparameter tuning, feature engineering, and experimenting with other algorithms might yield better results. So what are the recommendations? So the recommendation here are: 1. Focus on optimizing sensitivity and balance accuracy through additional techniques like cost sensitivity learning or ensemble methods. 2. Evaluate alternative resampling techniques such as adding or hybrid oversampling and undersampling. 3. Use grid search or random search for hyperparameter optimization to fine-tune the model further. Then the last one here is to explore feature engineering to enhance the predictive power of our variables. So that is where we're going to end our tutorials for today. So stay tuned for more tutorials on machine learning. Thank you.